We're going to explore the science of happiness in 5 different modules. The course is divided in 5 sections within the 3 weeks, in which the first module, we're going to begin by exploring various historical and philosophical and spiritual views on happiness. Next, we're going to see how scientists tend to think about happiness and further zero in on how we think about happiness in the field of positive psychology. We will get to visit some of the other terms that describe what scientists measure and how do they measure and how do they describe different terms related to happiness. We will work our way through what happiness is. We need to also know about what it is not. So we'll also explore different myths of happiness and challenge our thinking as a result of our new learning. And following that, we're going to look into different provocative and widely debated topics in the study of happiness, like especially the one on money. Can money buy happiness, and so on. And further along, we're going to look into why be happy. We'll look into the evidences for why we should be happy and go more deeper into the research links between happiness and health. We'll also consider evidence to suggest relationship of whether or not it's possible to make lasting changes in happiness. And we'll end the A part of the module with some key findings that will help us from science in becoming much happier person, more practical aspects of it. The second part of this first module, we will kind of get into the field of positive psychology, which I have based my entire course on. We'll explore the science of happiness and the differences, and we'll explore the theory behind the positive psychology, like the framework of that, which is called the well-being theory. And we'll also explore what it is to be mentally healthy versus mentally having mental illness. We'll explore Corey Key's concept on that as well. So we'll move further to the second module, which is again for about 3 days. We're going to start by orienting to the benefits of positive mental health habits that can make people happy. So we'll introduce, so I introduced 10 different positive emotions that helps us to form positivity according to Barbara Fredrickson's research. So we'll explore positive emotions such as joy, gratitude, serenity, interest, hope, pride, amusement, and inspiration, awe, and love. And we will also explore different strengths and virtues, the 24 character strengths that help us, become who we are. And we move further into module 3, where we're going to look into what makes us a holistic person, of which it's very important for us to understand compassion and kindness, especially towards others, and not just others, but also being mindful and being able to savor and empathize and forgive others as well as self. The whole concept of self-compassion. So we're going to explore into what it is to pamper oneself and take care of oneself, and different practical ways in which we can do that, and also using exercises. We'll explore that in that module 3. And the module 4 is more so about social connections, understanding the power of social connections and why we are wired a certain way, the role of relationships, our family, our friends, and mainly in terms of how we relate to each other and how does that impact our level of happiness. Further moving along to the concept of gratitude, we're going to look into like why gratitude is good for us, the impact and the effects of gratitude in our psychological, social, physical aspects of our life, and find different ways in which we can cultivate gratitude. So the objective here, you will see in most of the modules, is going to be not just exploring oneself, but also kind of connecting with one another in the course. So not because it's not such a big class, it's easier, and I feel feel like it's important to have that basic foundation where you can trust and share with each other, and more so experience the social connectedness from this very course. So we'll end this course by finally focusing on the new frontiers in the research on happiness, more so focusing on one's future and the future of the field. So, understanding the concept of what's called awe. So, we'll explore more on that and the psychological capital, which is the four concepts of hope, optimism, resilience, and efficacy. And then, okay, I just noticed that instead of efficacy, I had two optimism there. And then we'll explore also on what it is to focus on oneself in terms of the future, getting prepared for the future, and kind of speculating where the science of happiness is going to go in the future, and also helping oneself to see meaning and purpose in life and what it is to live a life with no regrets. So we're going to explore a little bit on the future aspect of it as we finish this course. So I encourage you all to think about all these different aspects of this course and come with an open mind to start the course and experience the change and transformative power in your own personal life.